Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of RTHD, and in this episode I'm going to review the S6 versus the S10e selfie cameras, so stay tuned! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of RTHD. In this episode I'm comparing the S10e with the S6 cameras. That's the front cameras, the selfie cameras. So as you can see, I'm kind of focusing on both. Please bear with me. This is of course to get a decent idea of the differences between the two cameras. Now the S10e, which is this one here, this one has a 10 megapixel selfie camera. I believe it is 1.9 f1.9, and right now we're recording of course at 1080p on both. And on the other side of things is the S6, which is a 5 megapixel selfie camera that is also f1.9 as far as I know. So this is of course a comparison between the quality, the colors, and also at the same time we'd probably do a test of the audio, right? So we test the audio as well to see what sort of if there's any difference between the S10e, which is the newest Samsung Galaxy that came out in March 2019, and the S6, which came out in 2015. There is also, the question I was wondering was, what's the difference between the angles, how far I could view, and I'm noticing particularly that the S10e is zoomed up. I haven't zoomed anything; it is on standard, the standard values. And I noticed that the S6 is actually zoomed out a lot, so it sees a lot more. If you notice, it actually sees more of that area, the cupboard area. I'm pointing probably in the wrong direction, but you know what I mean. So you could actually see the cupboard area is more, it's a wider view. And I thought it would have been the opposite way around, because I believe it is supposed to be at 22 millimeter, whereas the S10e is, I believe, 26 millimeters, if I'm not mistaken. Probably I have it mixed up, but that's that's kind of interesting. Which one do I actually prefer? I'd say that I think that the S6 is a bit wide, and the S10e seems better to me. Of course, that's a personal opinion, right? So, guys, please comment. Let me know what you think. In terms of the color, in terms of the focus, in terms of the quality, and in terms of the zoom. It's not really zoomed, as I said. It's actually just, set up with the standard settings. I actually disabled HDR on both sides. So this is supposed to be standard, absolutely standard camera settings. No additional adjustment, no beauty mode, no nothing like that. And of course, we're testing the audio as normal. I actually tried to line up the cameras very close, as you could see. If you could probably compare, you see they're so close to each other. So this is supposed to be a very good indication of whether you would want to purchase the S6 with the compared to the S10e. Now, obviously, there's a big difference, and the reason why I did this video was really because I use the S6 to do most of my recording because of the price point particularly, and for the features that I got with the cameras and so forth. But the S10e is what I have right now reviewing, so I thought this would be an excellent idea to compare both, and for price versus quality, I would suppose the S6 goes for a lot less. I believe it's about between a quarter to a third the price of the S10e. Is it worth it? Well, we'll see when we do the editing of the videos and so forth. But I'm not going to enhance this video, so what you see is what you're going to get, all right? So there won't be any enhancements unless I say there's going to be enhancements on the video. So rest assured that you're getting a good comparison between both. Now, the last thing I want to talk about very quickly, since we're on the idea of testing, is that the S6 is capable of recording up to 2.7K that's the best resolution it could record at, while the S10e can record up to 4K video, which is an upgrade, definitely. So Other than that, there is not much more of differences per se. 30 frames per second on this side, 30 frames per second on this side. The S10e, neither the S6 can actually record at 60 frames per second on the selfie camera. It would have been nice if it could have, because you know, sometimes you just want a more fluid shot, and so that, I guess there's some sort of trade-off between it. So with that being said, I think that the last thing probably I should mention here is, because I'm noticing something here, is that there seems to be some sort of background blur. Now the background behind me is only about a meter away or less. So, you know, bokeh mightn't be the best, right? Because the further away the background is the more blurry it should become. But I'm feeling like there is more of a blur on the S10e, the background blur on the S10e, or the bokeh, as they call it, on the background, while the S6 seems to be all in focus. Everything seems to be in focus, which sometimes it's good to have it, and sometimes it's not. In my case, in terms of selfies, if you were to use these cameras as selfies, I would tend to gravitate towards the S10e if I'm seeing that background blur correctly, because you know, with selfies you really want to show yourself, and you want to kind of ease up on the background. So I'm thinking that this looks better. But however, remember, I'm looking at this on the screens, and the screens have adaptive display, so it could totally be different when we do the edit and when you see this video. So with that being said, I don't want to ramble on very long, but just I hope that this helps you guys out, and if it does, please like and please subscribe, because that's the only way that YouTube actually, you know, pushes out the video for others to see and others to compare. And you would be helping me out as well. So with that being said, thank you so much for viewing. Please stay tuned for more. I will be comparing more differences between the S6, the S10e, and of course showing the new features of the S10e as well too, because there's so many different features out there. And so with that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again soon. Make sure to subscribe. Bye.